gotten a bunch of different comments talking about this specifically. And what do I mean? As you can see from the title, there was a secret hidden update that went out for the sandbox mode where most of the guns have reload sounds. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a little bit confused here when I loaded up into the sandbox mode because I'm like, why do I have only an RPG and a fizz gun? Maybe they changed this, but I've also noticed that Sandbox itself remembers exactly what you had in the quick slots that are at the bottom. So if there's any weapons that you have and then you leave the game and then you start a new one, it's going to remember exactly what you put there. So yeah, we had an RPG from the last video, which I was talking about how Sandbox performs with its new upscaling option within the settings. At the moment, I'm just using FSR 1 right now, which looks pretty decent and very nice. So I wanted to see what these new reload sounds are because I was going to do that in the last video that I did that I was playing with the sandbox mode, but again, something completely different. So let's go and spawn a bunch of different weapons. All right, so we do have a bunch of weapons that are in our quick slots at the bottom. Also, this is something I've just noticed now, which is very interesting, but if you do hold Q, you can actually see in this corner here that there's a up arrow. If you click it, you can make new presets for the quick slots, which is awesome. So I could just make one and name it weapons. And if I save it, I can go here, go to weapons and load it. And it will load that preset for the entire quick slots that's here, which is really awesome. So I could just make a classic default fizz gun, crowbar, gun, shotgun, etc., just like it is on Gary's mod and load it every single time, which is really dope. I love that. First off, we're going to start with the 1911. Let's see how this sounds when we go and reload this time. Oh, okay. That's a nice little crispy reload sound. Okay, next, the USP. Again, same sort of gun sound that I'm hearing here. Also, is my gun sounds low? Like, why is it so low? No, I think it's just the volume of the USP. Okay, has the same exact crispy reload sound that we have for the 1911, which is pretty standard pistol reload sound. M4A1. Okay. All right, that one's not too bad. It's a little light. Okay, we have the MP5 or SMG. Okay, the same type of reload sound that we have for the pistols, which is not too bad. Pretty all right. RPG. Oh, I forgot to give myself some ammo. All right, let's see. There's no reload sound yet for the RPG. We don't get like a like one of those. I'm trying to do my absolute best with the sound effects. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, wait, come on. Wait, one more time. All right. Yeah. You get what I mean. Next, we have the shotgun. Okay. Oh, ooh, that's a little bit satisfying to hear. Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. I'm assuming that they're probably going to tweak more of this later, but in my headphones, or maybe you guys are hearing it as well, sometimes like the bullets ricocheting off of stuff is slightly louder than the gunshot itself, and the reloading is slightly quieter than it should be. Like, I don't know why. I'm going to turn up my volume a little bit more. Yeah. Ooh, I do like the sound that it has right after you're done reloading and then you're like grappling the gun again. Not too bad. And lastly, we have the sniper. Hopefully there's a reload sound for this one because I remember the last time I tried using this, it did not work at all. Oh, no, we still don't have a reload sound for the sniper rifle and just kind of moving the bolt back and forth after each shot. Dang. All right. We haven't gotten there yet. So, okay. It seems like there has been some weapons that have been updated for their reload sounds, which is really cool. Like the pistols, the M4, the SMG. RPG still doesn't have one. Shotgun does have one. We'll add that to the list of the other guns that have reload sounds. And the sniper. These are the only two at the moment that don't have reload sounds, which is a little disappointing, but eventually they will come to the game. And I'm not sure if I'm going to make a video just for these 2 weapons, but I mean, hey, these are the only weapons at the moment that are in the game on the sandbox mode. Oh god, am I able to kickflip with the M4 here like CS2 or no? Damn, we haven't gotten there yet. Crap, man. I was trying to see if I could do a cool kickflip. So yeah, there's quite a bit of things that still need to be added into the sandbox mode, but I do want to mention I am possibly thinking about going through most of the dupes that have been added since the game has released, and there has been a ton of people who have been taking out time to upload their own dupes to the mode. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to end up putting out a video on Iridium 3, which if you don't know is my 3rd channel that is dedicated specifically to extra sandbox content, most likely sandbox mode only content like this stuff too. And I invite you to subscribe to that channel and look forward to it because it's going to be a ton of fun and I want to do that. So that's the update for the sandbox mode at the moment. If there is any more interesting sandbox updates that are going to be coming to the platform, I'll probably be putting them on the main channel just so you guys can see it and other stuff. So yeah, subscribe to the channel for more videos by me. And definitely stay tuned for more sandbox videos. Feel free to check out the video that's here on screen, and I will see you guys then in the next one.